Welcome to Design Santa Barbara. I'm Michael Kurosh, and today we are in Santa Barbara Design Center, where I'm preparing to head to Montecito, California, where my dear friend Lisa Wilson Goldmoons has just finished staging a beautiful new home in Birnamwood Country Club. All right.
Isn't this pretty?
This is a wonderful house. It looks like it has been here for many, many years, but
it's brand new, and that's what I love about it. I thought this would be such a great house to show because antiques are coming back in, and a lot of people are very excited about that, especially people who have lived rich and wonderful lives, have really cool antiques, and want to have today's living, but with some of the things that they love.
Wonderful. It just brings more soul to anybody's house. It was all grays and whites and grays and whites. It doesn't have a soul. This is beautiful. I love this, what you did.
So we're in BirnamWood, which, as you know, is a wonderful golf community here in Montecito. And the house is absolutely brand new. This was an empty lot. Robert Sen did the architecture. The local builders, Becker Studios, just finished it. And the owner, Michael Hurst, who has a design development background, just had the best time picking out antique doors and light fixtures. This other door back here behind us, we'll see in a minute, is from France. So the fireplaces from France.
Original antiques.
And then we have these great new iron windows that are so pretty. And it's just a beautiful wooded lot with a lodge, but 21st century kind of
amenities and feel.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I love the ceilings that they're really high voluminous, but also have light coming through. That's kind of unusual, isn't it?
With nice big dormers. And then let's go over here because I want to show, a lot of times when we talk to our design clients, and I know people who even come into the store that have great rooms don't know how to make the furniture work, because the great thing about a great room
is big.
Is that it's big. The bad thing is there are no walls. So where do you put things? Where do you put the sofa? Where do you put the pieces of furniture, and how do you live? So one of the things we do in design is place the furniture. This is where this goes. This is where this goes. So in this huge room, we have an antique table with new and modern settees and captain's chairs. But then because the room is really big, we've put a nice little reading chair in the corner with a rug underneath it that says, here's a space. What we've done here again with rugs is said, this is a room. Rugs sometimes define rooms. And then as we saw in the living room, we've got a nice big rug, 2 11-foot custom sofas, but with antique Italian chairs, and a more modern looking coffee table that's massive and very heavy.
And it looks very well cohesive together, actually, very nice. What I noticed is you put big rugs on the floor, probably it also absorbs the echo, which is big rooms have usually.
And when a room is noisy, it is because of the acoustics, so the more fiber you bring into the room, the more upholstered pieces, helps with sound, helps with acoustics.
Beautiful, very nice. So, where do we go from here?
I think you'll love the kitchen. I know how you like to cook.
I love kitchens. I love kitchens. Kitchens and dining rooms.
We'll go see your favorite room, which is just adjacent to what we've made the dining room. So follow me this way.
Let's check it out. Beautiful room, and my favorite space in the whole house.
Cooking is a dream here, obviously.
Fantastic kitchen.
And because it's BirnamWood, which is, again, a golf course, commonly known as a very high-end, place where you go before you retire, it's a lot of couples. We've just done 2 chairs in front of this great fireplace because this is the cozy hearth room, if you will. When you're entertaining, you've got the big room. This is like, where do we go at the end of the day?
Sit down here, have a martini, read that book, look outside, your friends are playing golf.
Exactly.
Nothing heaven.
Exactly. And then here, we've got this wonderful island. And again, Michael had so much fun, the other Michael, with fixtures and fittings. All of the light fixtures that aren't antique were locally forged. Beautiful surfaces, pretty tile, and brand new appliances.
Sorry, I went around you, but this is a fantastic island. Look at this.
Isn't that pretty?
It's very big, very light, and
a great
usable.
place to have breakfast.
Yes.
Or dinner when it's just the 2 of you.
Tommy, very good. Thank you so much. All right, I like the lighting. It's also very light and airy, and there's plenty of surfaces to work on.
Yeah, bright and open and just easy living, but in a very sophisticated way.
Fantastic, yes.
And then I think we should go to the office.
Oh yeah, that cute room we have created.
That we passed, that we went through, and then I want to go from there into the master because it's really pretty.
The viewer's gonna get a treat today, all right? Okay. This house is absolutely stunning. I love the mix of modern and antique. I can't wait to see what Lisa is going to show us next. Stay tuned. There is more Design Santa Barbara after the break. I am Michael Kourosh, and my passion is helping you create the home of your dreams at the lowest possible price. If you or anyone you know has just purchased a home or reinventing a living space, we have whatever you need right here. We founded Santa Barbara Design Center to give our community a place where you will always find an open door, a friendly smile, and fabulous prices on rugs and home furnishings. Come to 410 Olive Street to see the latest in design, and let's start this journey together. This week on Michael's Minute, we are going to talk about modern and transitional rugs. At Santa Barbara Design Center, we have over 1,000 modern and transitional rugs at any given time in various sizes and colors. A modern or transitional rug can completely transform your living space. It can make a cold room comfortable or balance out an uneven contrast. We can also custom make the modern rug of your dreams, designed to your specification, taste, and color. And at Santa Barbara Design Center, we can do it faster, better, for less. That's why the top designers in the world use our modern and transitional rugs. To see our vast collection or start designing your custom masterpiece, come visit us at Santa Barbara Design Center, 410 Olive Street. Today on Design FYI, we're going to talk about what not to buy when you're going shopping for rugs. Most big outlets or national chains, they sell nowadays hand-tufted rugs. This sounds like it's hand knotted, it's done by hand, but actually they are not. It's called hand-tufted and is actually a gun that rolls the wool around the warp, and they are not good rugs at all. So this is a sample we're having here for you to see. Anything that has a backing like this, flip your rugs over at home, see if it has a backing, is absolutely not good. So what it does is it hides what they did below this thing, which is a latex glue, which actually is toxin. And if you have got any rugs over the net, I hate to say it, over the net, because it's easy to sell and they're inexpensive, you buy these things over the internet. So when it comes to your house, they smell. Have you noticed that? They smell more like a gasoline or more like a diesel because they don't let the latex cure. And the latex that glues this wool to this backing smells a lot. On top of that, they shed quite a lot. The wool is cheap because they need to be inexpensive, and they shed. I would not recommend you to get anything, again, that has a backing and is glued because it comes apart very easily. It is temporary. It is not a green product because they wear very quickly, end up in the fill, and just basically as a landfill junk we are adding to our planet. The things I would recommend you to get, unlike these things that have backing, is the rugs that they have nuts to them. So as what to buy, I highly recommend you to get some rugs that they are hand knotted. And how you can see, flip it to the back, and you can see the knots are done individually, and each one is slightly different than the next one because they're done by hand, and the intensity of the wool and the pull they have, the weaver, makes them look different. Also, the sides are done by hand. That you can see very easily. If you want to buy a real rug, please come to Santa Barbara Design Center and I can gladly help you. Thank you for joining us on Design FYI, Santa Barbara Design Center, 410 Olive.
Welcome to Rugs & More. We provide the West Coast with the most comprehensive collection of new, oriental, and antique rugs. Rugs are solid art investments and often become cherished family treasures. Our limitless inventory will warm up your home. Exotic or traditional, tribal or modern, our rugs weave stories through intricate patterns, compelling colors, and touchable materials. #1 in Santa Barbara for over 20 years. Visit us today at Rugs & More, 410 Olive Street in Santa Barbara.
Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. This week we are in Montecito, California, where noted Santa Barbara designer Lisa Wilson Goldmoons has just finished staging a custom-built home in Burnham Wood Country Club. I'm looking forward to seeing what Lisa has in store for us next.
Look at these gorgeous doors.
Voila! It's the chateau doors, aren't they?
Chateau doors.
Beautiful things. They're really old, right?
Yes, yeah.
And they made
And
very functional.
Recrafted to fit here with these gorgeous iron windows, the hand-forged light, which
And
again,
it is old, is new?
it's new.
It is new.
Made to look old. All of these things, again, Michael Hurst just had this vision and was so excited to do it. So he worked with Becker Studios to just bring really 21st century France.
Down those fantastic jobs, but probably the owner had a very good taste too.
Yes.
And they hired you, here we go. So combination is very good.
Well, and this being the office is right in front of the front door, so you can come in these French doors, you can enjoy life passing by. The landscaping is just really tremendous. And of course, the nice part is the bar.
Oh yeah, you know the most important thing in the whole room is the bar.
We shouldn't forget
And
that.
there's a whiskey book in there. Is any whiskey in there?
Not yet.
For next shoot.
And then a full bathroom. And again, we just have to have a moment for the bathrooms in this house. They are gorgeous. So we'll make sure that we show a couple of those pictures.
So I understand that people get their food delivered here from the club with a golf cart. Is that what it is?
If you are so inclined, you may call the country club where you belong and ask them to deliver dinner for you, and a nice little man comes by in a golf cart and feeds you. Well,
What a
probably
life.
not specifically feeds you, but gives you food.
I know. Very nice, very nice. I like it, and it's very serene. The way you staged it, you just want to sit down. Even you don't want to work, you just sit down and look at the doors.
Thank you. Yeah,
Very
we had a
nice.
good time. So I want to show you the bedroom because it's really lovely.
Haven't seen it yet? Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Look how pretty this room is.
This is the master bedroom. Wow, it's beautiful. Fantastic looking. I like that view.
It's, again, beautiful windows, a beautiful use of light and space. It's a spacious bedroom, to say the least. Again, another antique fireplace that's just so very pretty.
It is nice to have a fireplace in your
And
bedroom.
the antique doors. And did you see the groin vault?
That thing was unusual. Yes, that's a beautiful ceiling out there. I love those kind of ceilings.
And this is just lovely and serene, but again, a great way to mix old antique pieces. This is a gilt chair from the early 1800s with a beautiful classic rug and just a nice seating area, a little place to look out. And then the bedding, the bed, the lamps are very new, very modern.
Very nice. And from this angle, it looks like you are in heaven. You get up in the morning and you look out there and you see your peers playing golf, you know.
See, how'd that lie go? Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Very
And
good.
we put a desk there in the window because it does feel like that space where you just want to enjoy, write a thank you note, have a good time.
Hypothetically, in 100 years, maybe 120 years, if I have some money, I might be sitting on that desk. You know, never know. Possible. I took a pic of the bathroom.
So-
that is just to die for. Can we
When-
see that?
Yes. So the house is on the market with Marcia Kotlier and her team, and they had friends, high-profile real estate agents, and then neighbors through for a broker's open. The bathroom was the talk of the tour.
Oh my goodness, this place is bigger than any apartment in one of those big cities. Check this out. Nice.
This is heaven. It's just where good tile went to die.
That's happened. I agree.
It's gorgeous. The shower you could throw a party in. A couple people can get in here.
You keep saying you can't throw a party. You think I can throw a party in there? I don't think so, but you know, I don't mind.
his and her spaces, and again, beautiful light fixtures. Why wouldn't you want to just start and end your day right here?
So what it is, they say is important for house to sell is the kitchen and the bathroom, because women like those rooms. So they did a fantastic job here. It's beautiful.
I just love it. It's so, so pretty. Michael Hurst again did a beautiful job. He had a vision of what he wanted, and I don't want to know, I'm glad I didn't get the tile bill.
Oh yeah, no, this thing must be very expensive, very detailed, very nice.
But it's a beautiful house in Burnham Wood, and this makes it a beautiful house in Burnham Wood. I think that's what's so nice, that they didn't cheap out on anything. It's just a lovely, lovely home.
It's whoever buys it is gonna be one lucky person.
But let's head back and we'll go back through that great room one more time. That's so pretty.
Please.
Okay. This sweet, serene room is just off the kitchen. We like to think of it as the grandkids' visiting room, or the maid's room, if you will. Which the other nice thing about it is it really does double duty for anybody who wants it. Very versatile, but again, just nice and calm with a very pretty light fixture. And a custom rug, actually, from Michael. This is the powder room, and I think it just really highlights the fact that no expense was spared. They really did think about everything. It's such a sweet little room. The light fixture, the mirror, and just the fanciful, beautiful way in which it was finished. Come join me on the terrace. Look how pretty.
That is so amazingly nice. It is like
fireplace,
wood.
Little place to enjoy, watch your friends play golf, have a little meal.
Little meal, where's the bar? Okay. So
we saw the bar, it's in the office.
Yeah.
It's not that far
I'm getting
away.
old. All right, Lisa, thank you for the tour today. That was beautiful.
You're welcome.
Nice.
It was my
Thank you.
pleasure.
So the question comes up, as you mentioned, there used to be for a while, used to be that gray beige look. It was all uniform and kind of boring. Now there are people mixing it with antiques and giving it a soul to it, giving it a warmth. How do you do it? What do you see coming for next trends as designs goes?
So as a designer, I often go to antique shows and symposiums and things in LA and New York and San Francisco. And I think lately people have been talking about the sadness that they were not using old wonderful things. It also, I think, is reflecting the 21st century idea of reduce, reuse, recycle. Keeping our footprint lower by using antiques actually helps a lot of things. We'll always do custom sofas. We're always going to do fibers and chairs and upholstery that has a nice clean look to it. But I think more than anything else, people need to use what they love. And when you have beautiful things and you enjoy them, you should enjoy them rather than linear, well, this is what everybody's doing, this is what I saw in a magazine, and people need color. I think people need a little bit of joy in their life. So as much as I love a nice clean palette, and you'll see what we did here was just all the pillows in the living room were green and white. That's really the only color in the living room is pops of this acid green. It's my favorite color, and that's why I did it. But you do what you like, and you take things that you love and you use them with then things that make today's living easier.
I concur that with you because I see it in my own business as well, that color is back and people are buying actually antique rugs with dark colors, warm colors. And as you see, there's two groups of people I deal with, and you have also two different businesses. One is the staging, which is always neutrals and beiges and creams. And when you do the staging, I've seen you bring a lot of color and warmth to the rooms and bring antiques, and it is actually delightful to see this thing.
Thanks.
And I'm looking forward to this trend that brings colors and life back to the rooms.
I think people want a little bit of joy in their lives. But again, every client is different. So we work with people. I've got clients who have the most colorful homes you've ever seen. And then people who say, I really don't like color. I don't like circles. it makes my vertigo crazy. You do what you like, and you do what makes you feel comfortable in your own home. That's what makes it your house instead of just a picture in a book.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Thank you again
You're
for being on
welcome.
our show. Thank you for answering all these wise questions.
As always, my pleasure.
Thank you so much. We will be right back. This week on Michael's Minutes, we are going to talk about sectionals. At Santa Barbara Design Center, we will custom build a sectional to your specifications at our factory right here in California. No room is too big or too small. Our line of comfort sectionals are built to the exact size and shape you need for your room. Let you and your family enjoy the luxury of angel hair wrap, the most comfortable seating in the world. Choose from multiple colors and stain-resistant fabrics that can withstand children, pets, and spills. But don't just take my word for it. Come into Santa Barbara Design Center at 410 Olive Street and feel the comfort of a new sectional for yourself. We live in one of the most beautiful locations in the world. I've raised my kids here. I love it here. What we offer at Santa Barbara Design Center isn't just furniture. It's a chance to turn a house into a home. What may look like a deal online, it's very different when it shows up. It's something to be said for feeling it before it becomes part of your life. We are here to help guide you through this wonderful process. We are Santa Barbara Design Center. Come start your journey with us. This week on Design FYI, we're going to talk about sofas and the unknown mistakes people make. Did you know average American spends 46 minutes a day in a car, but they spend 5 hours and 4 minutes on average on a sofa? So why would you go out there and spend tens of thousands of dollars for something you use for 46 minutes and then go ahead and buy something cheap that you sit on it for 5 hours and 4 minutes? At Santa Barbara Design Center, we create you a custom sofa that is made for you specifically and to your shape and size and comfort and your family. So when you're sitting and watching TV or talking and conversing with your friends, you're sitting on actually something that represents you. Your car represents you. Why shouldn't your sofa? Thank you for joining us on Design FYI this week, and please come see me at Santa Barbara Design Center, 410 Olive, and let me help you find the right sofa for you and your family. My grandfather taught me about the beauty of the rugs. Each one tells a story. Story about the person who wove it, the person who bought it, the person who inherits it, the person who treasures it. It's amazing how simply looking at an object can bring you back to a different place and time, or remind you of someone you love. At Santa Barbara Design Center, we want to help you find a rug that will travel through time with your family for generations to come. Visit us at 410 Olive Street and find your treasure today. This week on Appraisals, we are looking at 3 stunning 17th-18th century French needlepoint chairs. To be a member of French aristocracy in the 17th century meant an unending lifestyle of lavish parties, food, and palatial residences. An ornate gilded style took over the palaces of Versailles and residences of the upper classes. To accent this style, fabrics were adorned with needlepoint designs very similar to tapestries and wall hangings. The city of Aubusson, world famous for its tapestries, was also known for producing elegant and detailed needlepoint chairs. The tradition lasted well into the 18th century, but the French Revolution saw many of the original examples destroyed. To own a true original French needlepoint chair is to own a piece of history. Now let's look at some examples of this beautiful decorative art. So we have this beautiful 18th century French with beautiful metal work on it. It is needlepoint. As you can see, this is beautiful petit point, the face and surrounding of the lady, and all around is needlepoint. The silk has wore off slightly. After 100 years, silk starts eating itself off and gets loosened. It's in pretty good condition for its age. It has beautiful ornate curves in it. Has still the original caster. The legs are just detailed and beautifully made. We have a 19th century version of this chair. As you can see, they took the metals off. There's not that much metal work into it. The style gets more broken off. The wood is not as beautiful and it's slightly bigger design. As you can see, the chair is smaller itself, but the styles got bigger, so less work on it, although it has a lot of work. And then we see the last chair out here. It is the oldest of the bunch. I think it is late 17th century. It is, again, as you can see, just magnificent metal work. The faces and the metal is just amazing. You have details, you have an ottoman that goes with it. The petty point you can see got even finer, and what a romantic scene, the gentleman kissing the lady's hand. You have the bouquet of flowers on it. Work of art, work of art. I appraise them differently. We start with the 19th century piece. Today's market value, they used to be a lot more expensive and they are not as desirable. I like them because they represent a certain age of workmanship and pride in what they did. I would appraise this market value like around $1,000. The 18th century piece, $2,500. And the late 17th century with this beautiful work, $4,500. And they are available for viewing at Santa Barbara Design Center. And I want to thank you for joining us for today's appraisal. See you next week.